can you make this happen? And always does. Like I just go, I don't even know how he gets it, but I was telling Tyler the story. Rodney doesn't like the way I draw. Like I try to draw pictures and go, oh, I'm thinking this. I got to go on a coffee trip with Rodney to Guatemala. And interesting thing was I had been baking, how long had Michaela been gone? Like 6 months or something like that. I'd been the only baker and hadn't hired anybody. And then Michaela comes back, she's like, I want my job back. And I'm like, yes, you can have it back. Can you be ready to be doing it again by yourself in 3 weeks? Because I'll go on a trip with my husband. Because I really thought it'd be great to go. So I got to go to Guatemala and I was describing these pictures I wanted to have done. And Rodney was making fun of my alien hands and, you know, like, I don't even know what you mean. We did a great picture. It's above, that picture I was describing with my alien hands is above the trash can over there with the farmers, and we did it. But, and we did, actually, I think that's one of the pictures we have printed in the brochure. Tyler has always been, and we were trying to figure out when we started working with Tyler, but it had to have been, he said he bought the company in 2008. So yeah, it was close to that, to where...
Yeah. It was 2008.
Oh, it was?
My first invoice was for 100 job applications, black and white, two-sided, free.
That's the same one, seriously, we still use, because we're like, we should probably redo our... But because I don't have it saved anywhere, as like where I could redo it, I had to type it all again. I was like, we just use it. Use it. Anyway, so 2008. But yeah, I have never strayed. We have different people that come, obviously when you run a business, other people come in, hey, we can do it cheaper. We can do, I honestly don't even see if they can do it cheaper. I don't care, because I know that I can go to Tyler, and we've never like been like this together, which is kind of cool. So I wanted to invite you guys to just know how, that's important to me, that I'm like, oh, I'll just ask Tyler, because Rodney's like, well, we should probably make something. I'm like, well, I'll ask Tyler if you can do that. And then what's really funny though is, because I can't draw, or I don't know how to type it in, I'll like type the things I want and then tape them I'll tape them, and then I'll be like, hey, can you make it look like this? And he's like, yes, and then he does, and it looks better than what my taped pieces look like. So no, we've always been very appreciative, and you're great for the community. When you talk about, hey, we use SNK Printing, like, or whatever, or I always suggest you to everybody, but people are like, oh yeah, we love Tyler, so maybe not everybody's on a first name basis, they like SNK, but no, so we've just definitely appreciated it, and you have, I was gonna bring out like my posters. Like you printed everything that I've needed. So it's been great. So we wanted you to definitely share in this moment with us, to know that you've been very important to our business. So yes, yay, Tyler.
And I think Mindy kind of touched on it as well. It's like sometimes as a creative, you can kind of sometimes have it up here, but you can't put it down here. And so sometimes you try to find those individuals that can take what's up here and put it here. And so Tyler, you're definitely that person for us when it comes to from the printing side. And so I didn't say that about Gordon or Wade, because we've all worked together on projects, and it's that way. They know with me, I can draw it out, but I'm not a fabricator. And so knowing those measurements and taking that idea and making it a reality is a big deal. Or sometimes in two different things. So thank you again. So I wanted to agree with Mindy on that.
So,
yeah.